You have to know by now that living in the U.S. Really requires that you be on your guard, that you make sure that you're safe, that your family's safe. And the best way to do that is with a gun. And I would argue that anytime you step outside, you need a gun on you, but there's definitely 5 places in the U.S. I would say don't ever go to these places without having a gun on you. So what are these 5 places? Well, again, I'm going to argue if you leave your house, even if you're in your house, you probably need a gun on you these days. But if you leave your house, you for sure need one on you. But there are 5 places I highly recommend you never go in the U.S. without a gun. Number 1, any major city, especially cities that are anti-Second Amendment. They're the worst. You need a gun there more than anywhere else. We're talking cities like Los Angeles, New York, Chicago, Jersey City, Newark, that sort of thing. Now, most of these cities, they're very anti-Second Amendment. They don't want you to carry, but that's okay because the Supreme Court says you can carry. So, for example, when I was in Los Angeles, I brought a revolver with me because I was trying to think, I'm going to kind of dance around their stupid laws here as best I can. When I'm in Oregon, I'll actually oftentimes open carry a tiny little revolver in a belt buckle because I can open carry there. I've spent a lot of time in New York and I just deep carry. I just deep carry a tiny pocket pistol somewhere where the sun don't shine, where even if they frisked me, they probably wouldn't find it. But there's no way you would ever catch me in any of those cities. Those are the most dangerous places on the earth to many degrees. Number 2, any gas station or convenience store that is located in the United States. These are high targeted locations. They're definitely going to be a problem for you. If you sit there and you go to a gas station late at night or a convenience store, if you frequently do that, it's just a matter of time before you run into trouble. It's just really more about statistics. They're frequently robbed by armed gunmen. So if you're going to go to any sort of convenience store or gas station, just even if you're just at the pump pumping your gas, have a gun on you. Number 3, any sort of theater, like a movie theater or a night out, that kind of thing. For whatever reason, these are often they're soft targets, and they're often targeted by crazy people who just want to shoot up some stuff. And it's a good thing to have a gun on you. I guarantee you will not catch me at a movie theater or some sort of concert or an event out, like a night out with my wife or family, without having at least one gun on me. I might have a couple on me. Number 4, any sort of mall or shopping area or grocery store or drugstore, pretty much if it's a store, if it's a public store, anything like that, even restaurants, anything that where you go and you spend money, have a gun on you. Definitely have a gun on you in those locations as well. And again, a lot of it's about statistics. They're just highly targeted by crazy people. And finally, number 5, this is probably the safest place in America, but you still have to worry about some issues. So I'm going to say the wilderness. And most people would say they'd rather have a gun on them in the wilderness than a city, which doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I get it. You're out in the woods. It's a little creepy. It's nice having a gun on you. But really, I'm less worried about bears and snakes and mountain lions than I are and people. However, with that being said, I've spent some time in Colorado. I remember one time being deep in the mountains. We just kind of drove our 4-wheel drive as far as we can go. And my wife and we got out and we started looking around and I heard a cat meow. And I knew nobody was leaving little kittens out there, so I believe that was actually the kitten of a mountain lion. And as soon as I heard that meow, I was just thinking, man, they're probably hiding there. And the mother's like, great, now I got to kill these people. But I luckily had a .357 Magnum revolver on me, and we didn't have any problems. We just got in the truck and drove off as quick as we could. But, just for that reason, if you're in any real Rocky Mountains, whether you're in the Alaska area or you're in Montana or Colorado, that sort of thing, or really the Ozarks in Missouri, a lot of bears and mountain lions here too. You need to have a gun on you. So I guess what I'm going to go back to is I'm going to go back to everywhere. If you leave your house, you need a gun on you. But the big places are any major city, any gas station or convenience store, any sort of theater or just entertainment venue, any sort of store or restaurant, and the wilderness. So pretty much everywhere you go, have a gun on you. I mean, be wise. Just, you live in America, wake up. Hello, it's violent. Any thoughts or insight on any of that, definitely put that below. Again, take some time, sign up for that free tracker boat. It's going to be awesome giving that thing away. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests. So please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, love guns. As many of you may or may not know, about a year ago, I was dealing with a very serious heart condition. And through some procedures and a dramatic change in my lifestyle, I've found my way to a whole different level of health. And one aspect of that, and it's something that I believe is extremely important to talk about because Americans are not talking about it. I've really never heard anybody talk about it, to be quite honest, is the health benefits from the super hot peppers like a Trinidad scorpion pepper, because that has been one aspect of what I have done over the last year. Is a friend of mine who lost 110 pounds in 7 months just drinking a drink that he made with Trinidad scorpion peppers. I've been doing that as well. I saw how it changed him. I wanted in on that. And what it has done is, it's been one aspect of it. Of course, diet, exercise, that sort of thing is very important as well. But what this has done is not just allow me to lose weight, but I sleep better. I have a better outlook on life. I was actually having lunch with the guy that makes this the other day, and his brother committed suicide. He was dealing with addiction, he was dealing with depression, and he committed suicide. And my friend believes wholeheartedly, had he invented this drink before that, he would be alive today. And I kind of question that, like, well, that's a big statement to make. But ultimately what he's claiming is the capsaicins in those super hot peppers really satisfy your pituitary gland, which is the basis of addiction. And if you watch Johnny Schofield on YouTube, check him out. But he's fought addiction, and now he's addicted to hot peppers instead because it satisfies that same desire. So I think it's important to talk about better outlook in life, sleep better, lose weight, fight addiction. The link's below. Check it out. Just drinking Trinidad scorpion peppers, and it is hot. I'll give you a little warning, but he's taken out the binding agents that, so when it's hot, it's only hot for like a minute or two. It doesn't burn for hours. So there you go, man. I couldn't put down Trinidad scorpion peppers. This is how I do it. That link is below.